Good morning, Melbourne. 18 Melbourne Day. Today we are celebrating Melbourne Day, 183 years old, August the 30th. On Melbourne Day we celebrate all that is absolutely great about our marvellous city, quite easily the best city in the world. In today's ceremony, Lord Mayor Sally Capp, to our councillors Susan Riley and Beverly Pender and Philip Lee Lou for joining us as well. To begin today, to our Wesley College Jazz Ensemble under Director Jack Howard, thank you very much. Great to have the guys and girls from St Kilda Road, years 10 to 12 students, with some original compositions, and my old school as well. So great to have everyone here from the purple and gold. To our young Australian, it is time for our special performance to get us underway. And this group, well, their vibrant musical theatre course is for young people aged 8 to 18, providing an exciting mix of tuition but also on-stage performance. And in just over 3 weeks' time, they're about to head overseas. Over in the United States in a couple of weeks' time. Sounded absolutely fantastic. Thank you. I'm sure you'll do us all proud. A huge thank you for joining us here on Melbourne Day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to welcome our Lord Mayor to say a few words on behalf of Melbourne. Please make a welcome Lord Mayor Sally Capp.
Selfies, so I better put that phone down. Good morning, everybody. So lovely to see you all here this morning, and what a brilliant way to start our official proceedings by having so much wonderful entertainment provided by our police. I love pipe bands, by that amazing Broadway choir. You're going to be awesome overseas, and again by the wonderful jazz band from Wesley College. I'm standing up here with our junior Lord Mayor Chloe Amalfi, who's going to speak in a moment, but it's very special that she's part of our proceedings today, so I wanted her to come and stand with me. Before we go any further, on behalf of the City of Melbourne, I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, the people of the Kulin Nation, and pay respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and especially to any elders that have been able to join us this morning. Thank you. Well, we have lots of very special guests here today, and Pete mentioned them earlier, but I want to acknowledge the hard work of our councillors, Riley and Councillor Pinder here, who do a lot to support Melbourne Day and a lot of other worthwhile initiatives around Melbourne. Thank you very much. to Campbell Walker, who is the Melbourne Day Committee Chair, and again we'll be speaking a little bit later, but is the driving force behind these celebrations. To all of the Melbourne Day Committee members, many of whom are here today, thank you. To Boonwurrung CEO, Garen Steele, who I haven't met yet, but I'm looking forward to meeting you this morning. Thank you for being here. To our Junior Lord Mayor Chloe Amalfi and many of your classmates and all of the other school children who have joined us here today, you are the very, very special guests because you are our future. So thank you for being here. And together with the First Peoples of our nation, start to work together to settle and begin this amazing city that I'm looking back on here called Melbourne. I would like to thank Campbell for all of his hard work, as I said, in bringing this together to celebrate really important parts of the city, its history, its present and its future, but to share stories of the rich history that we have here going back many, many years. It recognises, of course, that there are so many influences that make Melbourne the city it is today and could be tomorrow with Chloe and all birthdays. It also gives us a chance to reflect. So we should think for a moment about what does make our city special and what can we continue to do to improve this amazing city. There are so many factors that go into ensuring that a city with with people from more than 230 different countries, and they've chosen Melbourne to call home. I believe one of the core ingredients that makes Melbourne special is our people and the nature of our people and how welcoming and collaborative we are to our country, but also pledging their support for Melbourne as a city and as their new community. It was highly emotional and very exciting, and I think really represents what makes Melbourne so special. A group of people. Melbourne Day is a chance to acknowledge that we all come from different places, we have different life experiences, but we are united by our shared passion for Melbourne. So it is with much pleasure that I am here this morning to be part of Melbourne. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Was crowned Junior Lord Mayor on the 20th of August at Melbourne Town Hall. Now you're 12 from Genesano, and you've got a few of your schoolmates from Genesano here as well, which is always exciting. Now, I've heard you interviewed on ABC, 3AW, Channel 7, Channel 10, the Herald Sun. How has this week been for you? A couple of months ago when she was crowned Lord Mayor, what's the most exciting thing that you've done so far?
Definitely Melbourne's birthday today.
It's amazing, isn't it? 183 years old, which is always exciting. How were your schoolmates, how were your friends when they found out that you were the Junior Lord? Not just getting the sponsor plug in there too. You've got a long way to go. You're going beautifully here. It won't take you long, Chloe, before you're in charge of absolutely everything here. Now, what do you love about Melbourne the most? What's the one thing, if it is just one thing, it could be 1,000 things. What do you love about Melbourne the most?
Definitely the football, go Essendon.
Good.
Definitely like the restaurants and cafes, all the different food, Melbourne.
You sure you're only 12 years old?
Yes.
You're fitting a lot into 12 years of age. Now, what else have you got to do? What other aspects do you have at the Junior Lord Mayor? Just to tell us a little bit about your role.
Definitely helping Lord.
Chloe Amalfi. Something tells me that we'll be hearing a lot more from Chloe, not just over the next 12 months, but perhaps the next 40 or 50 years running our city, which is fantastic. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Before we get to our official flag raising ceremony, though, the Melbourne Day Committee have done a fantastic job for many, many years. They put in